on our clock here at the commission. This is I will call this hearing to order. This is a public hearing on PUC docket number 2024-0158, Hawaii Gas's application for approval of rate increases and revised rate schedules and rules. Specifically, this is a virtual public hearing for Molokai residents. It has been challenging trying to get facilities on the island as well. So we thought the best way to make sure that our Molokai residents and then tomorrow Lanai residents have a chance to do a public hearing. The WebEx link to this meeting was issued out in the notice, and believe I'm Leo Asuncion, chair of the commission, and joining me online are Commissioners Naomi Kuae and also Commissioner Colin Yost. And we do have a representative from the Division of Consumer Advocacy, I believe, online. Okay. Having audio issues, but we will resolve that by the time the consumer advocate testifies. Today's hearing is being recorded and will be later transcribed by a court reporter. Just a reminder to anyone who wishes to testify, type in the WebEx chat that they would wish to testify, and the host will then call on you in the order that they see the request to testify. State law requires that the commission hold a public hearing whenever a public utility proposes a rate increase. The commission published a notice of today's public hearing in the Maui News on September 23rd and 30th, as well as October 12th, 14th, and 15th. And we have also printed it in the Honolulu Star Advertiser on September 20th and September 30th, September 23rd and 30th, and October 5th, 14th, and 15th. The commission also filed the public hearing notice in its publicly accessible database, CDMS, on September 18th, 2024. Hawaii Gas's requests are described in more detail in the company's application filed on July 26, 2024, and in the hearing notice. In general, Hawaii Gas is requesting commission approval of the following: a revenue increase, a total revenue increase of $24.346 million, or approximately 17.67% increase over revenue at current effective rates for the normalized test year 2025. They are also requesting tariff changes, revisions to its rate schedules and rules, and approval of a main upgrade program and insurance premium recovery rider. And third, other relief as may be just and reasonable under the circumstances. This evening, the commission is holding a public hearing for docket number 2024-0158. The purpose of this hearing is for the commission to take testimony, not to answer questions about the application. However, Hawaii Gas and the Division of Consumer Advocacy will be available at the end of this hearing. We'll kind of stay up online to take any questions that the public may have for either Hawaii Gas or the Division of Consumer Advocacy. So I'm going to ask those parties to kind of stay online for a few moments after the hearing is concluded, in case there's any public input or questions from the public. The scope of the public hearing is limited to the issues listed at the outset of the hearing and that are included in Hawaii Gas's application. Some ground rules for testifying. Hawaii Gas will be given 8 minutes to discuss their application, and the consumer advocate will be given 8 minutes to explain its role in the process and present any testimony. All other testifiers will have 5 minutes to present testimony at this hearing. I'll note that testifiers may not give all or any portion of their allotted time to any other testifier. And you may also submit comments in writing to the commission by email or by regular mail. Please reference docket number 2024-0158. And you may email comments to puc@hawaii.gov, or you may mail the comments to the Public Utilities Commission at 465 South King Street, room 103, Honolulu, Hawaii, 96813. And I'll repeat these items at the conclusion of the hearing as well. Staff will also provide the information in the chat as well. If you are testifying this evening, at the beginning of your testimony, please identify yourself, state whether you are testifying on behalf of an organization or as an individual, and state whether you support or oppose Hawaii Gas's requests. So with those items out of the way, we'll commence with the public hearing. We will begin with testimony from Hawaii Gas, followed by the Division of Consumer Advocacy, and then anyone from the public who has signed up to testify. I will give preference to any Molokai residents who are online that wish to testify. And because this is an open public hearing, then we will take any testimony from people, public that are not residents of Molokai. So with that, I will start with Hawaii Gas. I believe, Mr. Nelson, you are testifying on behalf of Hawaii Gas.
Good morning, Chair. Good morning, Commissioners. My name is Nathan Nelson, and I'm the General Counsel at Hawaii Gas. Hawaii Gas has a presentation for the Maui Service Territory and the island of Molokai, dated October 14, 15, and 17, 2024. Entitled Hawaii Gas Rate Proceeding Maui County Public Presentation, that we will be submitting for the record and standing on that on the slide deck. Just additionally, I note that in your opening comments that you had noted that the statewide increase is 17.7%. I would note for the County of Maui, the rate spread is designed differently. At existing rates, it's going to represent, assuming that it's approved, approximately 1.2% annual rate increase for Maui County residential customers. And the average residential customer on Maui at existing rates pays about $66, give or take, a month. And at proposed rates, if the rate increase is approved, it would increase by $6.07 for the average residential customer. So with that, the Hawaii Gas will rest on the submission.
All right. Thank you, Mr. Nelson. I do want to make sure I clarify something. You mentioned it's Maui County, but then is there any breakdown for Molokai?
Yeah, the service territory for Maui includes the island of Maui, the island of Molokai, and the island of Lanai. All three are considered one for purposes of the tariff.
Okay, thank you. All right. Thank you, Mr. Nelson. I will turn it over to Michael Angelo, the consumer advocate.
Thank you, Chair. Can everyone hear me now?
Yep. Very good. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Good evening, Chair Sunshin, Commissioner Kwai, Commissioner Yost, the members of the community. My name is Michael Angelo, and I serve as the Executive Director of the Division of Consumer Advocacy in the Department of Commerce and Consumer Affairs, also known as the Consumer Advocate. The Consumer Advocate represents the interests of consumers in regulated public utility and transportation matters before the Public Utilities Commission, or Commission, by advocating for the provision of safe and reliable utility services delivered cost-effectively, equitably, and in line with the state's clean energy and climate goals. I'm here this evening to listen to community's comments and concerns regarding the gas company LLC doing business as Hawaii Gas request to the Commission for a rate increase and revised rate schedules and rules in this matter. Hawaii Gas's request include total revenue increase of $24.346 million, or approximately 17.67% increase over revenue at current effective rates. The company further seeks approval of a rate of return of 9.05% on rate base, revisions to its rate schedules and rules, and approval of 2 tariff riders. The Consumer Advocate will independently review the reasonableness of Hawaii Gas's requested rate increases and revised rate schedules and rules. As part of our analysis, we will conduct discovery where we will request data and information to evaluate the company's support for the requested rate increases and revised rate schedules and rules. Then, later in this proceeding, we will submit the results of our analysis and recommendations to the Commission for their decision on Hawaii Gas's requested relief. Tonight, however, I'm here to listen to the community's concerns and comments regarding the proposed rate increases and revised rate schedules and rules. Any concerns or comments that you may have are an important part of our evaluation of Hawaii Gas's request. We encourage the public to express your opinions to the Commission and our office regarding Hawaii Gas's proposal and the impact that the requested relief might have on you if the Commission approves the requested increase. This will assist both the Consumer Advocate and the Commission in our work. As we move forward, please feel free to contact the Consumer Advocate's office at any time to share your thoughts, concerns, and questions regarding this or any other matter. Thank you for your opportunity to offer these comments. And I see Andrew put our contact information in the chat, so thank you for that. I won't go through it. Thank you.
All right. Thank you, Mr. Angelo. We'll now turn to members of the public. I'll have our staff call upon you and unmute you and put you on as you request. Sorry, who is the person? I believe we have Zantel Dudoit Lindo. If you can unmute yourself, and here you are. Just need to unmute yourself now.
There we go. Aloha.
All right. Thank you, Zantel. If you could identify yourself, if you're representing an organization or on behalf, and whether or not you're opposed or supporting.
Aloha and mahalo. My name is Jantel Lindo, and I am a Molokai resident. I am testifying as a resident of Molokai, and I don't know why my videos keep going off and on. But anyway, thank you so much for this opportunity. Although I am testifying as a private citizen, I am also the community outreach specialist for the County of Maui Council. And I have been with the Emergency Management Services for Molokai for the past 20 years. I oppose the increase. And if there was a way to be, I'm only going to talk about the kuleana for Molokai because that's my subject matter expert area. And so I understand that all the different islands have their own reasons and their own experiences that they have to make decisions based on. But I'm going to talk to you about Molokai. Already, we suffer being the added on island for barge service and for any kind of transportation going to and from Molokai. So we're in the middle, and we end up catching cracks because we incur additional costs of everything that comes to and from our island. During times of natural disaster, the first course is for the fuel company to try to fill up all of our emergency vehicles, and our limited supply and our ability to be able to get enough fuel to take care of us during times of disaster is really challenging too. We have one of the highest, if not the highest, gas prices already in the state of Hawaii, and further increases would severely cripple our community and our economy. I feel that if there was a way that we could help for shipping costs and barge rates and those additional fees that we incur because we are in the middle of everything and not the primary destination for shipping and travel and fuel, then maybe we could support some kind of an increase. But at this point, until there's conversation with our county and other possible resources that could help us to defer cost and the huge economic impact that would make on our island and for our emergency services, I cannot support this at this time. Mahalo.
Okay, anyone else wishing to testify? Members of the public? All right, if not, let me move towards concluding this public hearing. At the conclusion of the public hearing, the Commission and the Division of Consumer Advocacy will continue their review of Hawaii Gas's requests. The process will conclude with the Commission's issuance of its written decision. Again, you may submit testimony either by email to puc@hawaii.gov or mailing comments into us at our mailing address, which is 465 South King Street, room 103, Honolulu, Hawaii 96813. Please reference docket number 2024-0158. Again, I will ask Hawaii Gas and the consumer advocate to stay on the line, maybe about 5 minutes or so, in case there's any public that wishes to have questions of you directly. The commission, I think, will log off, but then we'll have one of our staff kind of remain online. And when all the questions are done, right, we'll have him log everybody off. That portion will not be recorded. Just for everyone's information, it's just between questions that the public may have for either Hawaii Gas or the Division of Consumer Advocacy. So this concludes the public hearing for docket number 2024-0158. Thank you again for attending and participating this evening. We're adjourned.